Good morning, welcome back. It is Friday. It is a mail day. Fridays, we mentioned yesterday, Tim Mosey picked up some hero cards at a NHRA event that he recently went to. I just got them in the mail a couple days ago. Wanted to go through them, look at them a little bit before I put them on here, because it's always cool to look at these things and not just go blind into them and not knowing what you have there. So we're going to start off here with a couple of the smaller sized ones. This looks like Junior Drag Racing League, perhaps. Nevaeh Gilbert. I've not heard of... There's some of these folks that I've not heard of, but maybe in the next handful of years we will hear of these folks. Some of the younger ones, that is. Next up in Pro Junior Dragster is Aiden Christian. See, PDRA, Professional Drag Racers Association. So these are similar to a Top Fuel in terms of how they look, but obviously much smaller and probably much less horsepower, I'm sure. Now we're going to some NHRA. We've got a funny car here, Daniel Wilkerson. I like that one. I always love it when the flames are shooting out the pipes there. Nice look there. I'm going to put these two smaller ones under that so I can pick it up easier here in a bit. Pro Stock Bike. We have Chase Van Sant. 2023 Rookie of the Year. Not heard of Chase. And up next we have, I think this is Pro Stock. I had to think about it for a minute. Jerry Tucker, Outlaw. Melling Performance. Nice to see Melling back involved in racing to some degree. What's Outlaw? Outlaw is looks like a light beer of some kind. Now, I've heard this name before in the Top Fuel category, Billy Torrance. Familiar with the Torrance name, because the next one I've definitely heard of is Steve Torrance in the Top Fuel. And these are, good quality, good stock cards. They're semi-glossy, so they would definitely sign well. Up next in Pro Stock Bike, Ron Tornow. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. Of course, Mission Foods Drag Racing Series, which the NHRA has had a lot of title sponsors over the years, including, it was Winston for a long time. I believe they had Mellow Yellow and Monster and a few others. So I believe Mission is now the entitlement sponsor. Up next in Funny Car, J.R. Todd. This is 2018 champion there. That DHL car. If that is the Coletta team, let me do some looking here. But I don't know if he's... I'm reading this off camera. But I can't remember if this is the Coletta team or not. Yeah, it's Team Coletta. I just see their socials right there. 2007, that was the car that I believe it was Scott Coletta was driving when he was killed in Englishtown, New Jersey during a run. And that was, a really, really big loss to the NHRA then, and it's still felt today, as obviously the Coletta family has been in the drag racing for years. Up next, we're going to Funny Car once again, staying in Funny Car. Bob Tasca III. I really like that paint job. That looks really, really sharp. That'd probably look good on a cup car. One of the Ford teams that, may have an open race for backing. Put that on there. Then we're going back to Top Fuel. Jasmine Salinas. I've not heard of her. Back to Funny Car. Dave Richards. Then we have another Funny Car right here. 2019 Rookie of the Year, Austin Prock. I've heard of Austin. Not watched a lot of NHRA recently, but I've heard the name a few times when I have watched it. This name goes way back. Also in Funny Car, Cruz Pedregon. I know his brother Tony Pedregon used to race, and I think there was another Pedregon, but I'm drawing a blank on that. Back to Pro Stock. Brandon Miller. And those cars just look weird now compared to how they looked years ago. The door slammers, as they call them. Back to Top Fuel. Dan, I'm guessing it's Mercier or Marseille. Quebec, it's probably Marseille, and then they put all their information vertically on the back. We have a smaller one here, Mason Magaha for Harlow Salmons Racing in the Pro Stock division. And for some reason, the gray kitten is outside the door viewing. A cat. He's a year old. He's not a kitten anymore. Up next, Nitro Funny Car. Paul Lee. I was just looking at all the paint scheme there and was ignoring the name. Sorry for that delay. Back to Top Fuel. Sean Langdon, Coletta Motorsports, 2013 champ there. And there you see the Coletta Air branding. Connie Coletta, basically, I guess, the matriarch of the Coletta racing family, operated that Coletta Air. I believe it was out of Michigan. Pro Stock 2023 Derek Kramer. Nice looking car there. Staying in Top Fuel, or going back to Top Fuel, Doug Coletta. I want to say he was the cousin of Scott. I don't remember how they all were related, but there was a lot of Colettas. Pro Stock once again, Matt Harford. I like that paint scheme too. I think with the drag racing cars, you can get a little more creative with the paint schemes because you have a little bit longer cars and a little more room to plaster some logos and some names. Back to Funny Car, Chad Green. Like that background. And look at the tire flex right there. You can tell he's just getting ready to launch off the line because obviously the candles are lit. But if you watch the drag racing, watch the deflection and deformation of tires when they take off. It's pretty amazing physics. Back to Top Fuel. I thought there was two of them here, but there's not. Cameron Ferré, not sure how to pronounce that. Nice looking hero card there. Excuse me, got a couple Pro Stock bikes coming up here. Micah Fenwick. And you want to talk about crazy people going down the quarter-mile strip with nothing between you but some leather. And then we have Gianna Evaristo. Guess I pronounced that right. But yeah, they just put their leathers on and get on that bike and go. I've heard this name many times over. From Pro Stock World, Erica Enders. Again, we see the Melling branding there. And if you go back to, I want to say it was 2011, at the Gator Nationals, she beat Kurt Busch in the first round of the Gator Nationals. Or it might have been the George. I can't remember, but it was Kurt had qualified, and then Erica beat him in the first round. Then up next, another Pro Stock driver from years, who's been in it for a while, Kenny Delco. And then his is vertical here, so it's a little difficult to get in there. Another funny car here, Alexis DeJoria. A little bit of information there. Always like how all the sponsors are well represented. We've heard this name a few times in some of our packs. Here and there. Another Pro Stock. Jake Coughlin Jr. Another Pro Stock bike. Kelly Klontz. Then we've got three-time world champion funny car driver Ron Capps. Got to meet him at SRX. Pretty cool dude. Didn't do too bad on the dirt. Then I'm not sure who this is. It just says Chris Bostic Motorsports. So, not sure who that is. Maybe Chris Bostic. Top Fuel driver Justin Ashley. Skag Power Equipment. Never heard of that. I've heard of it, but I've never seen any of it. Hector Arana Jr. I've heard that name several times over the years. Long-time pro stock bike racer. Now, I know you've heard of this guy. So we wish him best in recovery, John Force. He's recently been transported to a facility in California to continue his recovery from that horrible crash that he had a couple weeks ago. And here is one of his daughters with HendrickCars.com on their car. And then this one was super cool. Smoke himself, Tony Stewart. And then we have a few of them here. As Tim likes to say, has the cherry on top. The autograph, Dave Van Tine. That pro stock bike. Then a J.R. Todd. Got signed in Sharpie right there. The cat's trying to break the door down, so if you hear the door fall over, you'll know what happened. Aaron Stanfield. And then another pro stock biker that I've heard of, Matt Smith. And it looks like Angie Smith down here. Yep, there they are in the back. And it's funny because there is a Matt Smith that races in the figure 8 division at the Speedrome, but definitely no relation. Longtime pro stock racer Angel Sampé. I remember when she was Angel Sealing. Yeah, Angel Sealing and Angel Savoy or Savoy. So I've seen all her name changes over the years, but she's a veteran of the series. Sean Reed, Top Fueler. And then I've got a couple more here. Austin Prock. Had a couple of those there. And then I've heard of this guy, Clay Milliken. Been in the industry for quite some time. And then another Clay Milliken there. And then Dallas Glenn, 21 Rookie of the Year. And there's a couple of Mr. Glenn there, front and back. So, Tim, wow, what a haul. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm working on a little package with those cards that you're looking for and a couple other items that I'll throw in there that I think you'll enjoy. But really, really do appreciate it. I'll have to get those funneled in with my other hero cards that I've got over here. I actually have an old metal filing cabinet back here. Put some folders in it, and I'm working on getting them separated, so that'll be one of my upcoming projects. But as always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you come back at noon for Fast Packs. Be ripping another pack of 1990 Fleer football. Really, really do appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you later.